People ask me sometimes, why should I pray? I mean, because Allah's going to throw me in hell if I don't pray. Actually, what does prayer begin with? Once you say Allahu Akbar and you start the prayer, the first thing you're reciting is the Fatiha. And in the Fatiha, the first thing you're saying is Alhamdulillah, isn't it? Allah is telling you what the prayer is for. If you feel grateful, you'll pray. Prayer is actually a sign that you recognize Allah's favors on you. You're acknowledging Allah's favors on you. You're acknowledging how grateful you are and I am. That's what prayer is. When prayer is getting weaker, actually it's not necessarily all parts of your iman. You still believe in God, you still believe in the last day, you still believe in heaven and hell. What might be becoming weaker is your sense of gratitude. That might actually be becoming weaker. So this is a time for you and I we want more protection, we want more safety, we want our children to be okay, we want our parents to be okay. There are warnings about people of older age that are at higher risk, for example, right? Or children with certain diseases, or people that have immune deficiencies and things like that. They're at risk, and we have loved ones that are in that state. So we're scared about that. We're worried about that for ourselves and our families. This is the time where we want Allah to give us more and more and more. So this is the time where, as a spiritual exercise for all the families that are listening to this, myself included, that we sit with our children, we sit with our families, and we kind of talk about what is it that we are to be grateful for. What has Allah done for us? And recount, not just the things you see. Look back and recount. What are the times that Allah did this and this and this? And how Allah brought us out. These ayat, I didn't even share with you this. These were like ayahs number 6 onwards. And I'll wrap up with this. In ayah number 5, Allah says about Musa alayhi salam, وَلَقَدْ أَرْسَلْنَا مُوسَى بِآيَاتِنَا أَنْ أَخْرِجْ قَوْمَكَ مِنَ الظُّلُمَاتِ إِلَى النُّورِ. We gave Musa our revelation, so telling him, get your people out of darknesses into light. Get your people out of darknesses into light. And if you continue that imagery, get your people out of being ungrateful to being grateful. It's one of its themes. How does someone come out of darkness to light? They go from being ungrateful to grateful. And you and I think dark times in our life and how Allah kept pulling us back into light over and over again. This is actually something we must do if we want for Allah to open the doors of rizq and open the doors of protection and give us more and more and more. So may Allah Azza wa Jal make all of us, every one of us in our lives, worthy of more and more and more by His favor. And may Allah Azza wa Jal accept our gratitude on our acknowledgement of His favor that is felt from our hearts and declared to Him.